All right, man. The Philadelphia 76ers have washed their hands of James Harden, like the Oklahoma City Thunder did, like the Houston Rockets had, like the Brooklyn Nets did. And they send James Harden packing to the Los Angeles Clippers. Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Let me get comfortable. So, yep, James Harden is gone. He pouted, he complained, then showed up and tried to play after partying. I mean, at the end of the day, man, he gonna find himself. He's going to find himself just like he's going to find himself just like Allen Iverson on the outside looking in. He got mad at Daryl Morey, which he was long time friends with, for not giving him the bag. But then again, you got to understand he didn't earn the bag. He had, one good game in Boston, maybe two good games versus Boston, and then he fizzled out. He didn't uphold his end of the bargain. And, James don't see it that way. Then also um, Daryl Morey also basically went to get Kelly Oubre. And the rumor behind Kelly Oubre was James Harden invited him to a party. Kelly Oubre stole his woman, ended up marrying and having kids with the woman. So, Daryl Morey with the petty clapback if that was intentional. And I'm pretty sure he knew about it because that was all going on while they all was in Houston. Why, him and Harden was in Houston. But check out the NBA Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. It said report James Harden traded to the Clippers after a turbulent summer with the 76ers. Said the Sixers send PJ Tucker to LA in return for 4 players, draft picks, and swaps, but Terrence Mann stays with the Clippers. So James Harden pretty much created the, leverage for Terrence Mann to stay with the Clippers. Now, you think Terrence Mann a first round pick for James Harden. I'm thinking just off the namesake that James Harden was way better than Terrence Mann, and that was a bargain deal for the Los Angeles Clippers. But the Clippers didn't want to move off Terrence Mann, and they didn't have to because James Harden did what he wanted to do. James Harden wanted to party, didn't show up to practices, then showed up to the game, wanted to play, and he forced his way out. And also, he may have also helped Joel Embiid to the left, get up out of there as well. As rumors that he might be trying to get to the Knicks, which the Philadelphia 76ers do that in the near future or the far future. They're going to have to tax the Knicks because I believe they're in the same division, obviously in the same conference. Says Daryl Morey's long national nightmare is over. The Philadelphia 76ers executive agreed to trade 10-time All NBA All-Star and one-time MVP James Harden to the LA Clippers early Tuesday, according to ESPN Adrian Wojnarowski. The 76ers reportedly will receive Marcus Morris, Nicholas Batum, Robert Covington, Kenyon Martin Jr., and draft picks, according to Wojnarowski. Philly will also send a 2028 unprotected first-round pick, 2 second-round picks, and a pick swap, an additional first-round pick from a third team, Wojnarowski report, whoever that third team is. PJ Tucker and Philip, whatever, Rich are also part of the deal. We'll go to LA to ESPN, according to ESPN. The 76ers will waive Danny Green to free a roster spot to complete the deal. So the Clippers are getting the 76ers are getting Marcus Morris, Nick Batum, Robert Covington, Kenyon Martin Jr. Now, Robert Covington, not sure what he's been doing these days. I think he did play over to Philadelphia. Good 3-and-D guy. Marcus Morris, good guy that can stretch the floor. Nicholas Batum, good defender. Kenyon Martin, Button, a nice player in the league. His dad is Kenyon Martin Sr. Good athletic guy. Let's give the 76ers more depth, if anything. That's what I can say. Get them some more depth, but and better defenders. But I don't see them being in the same, tiers with Boston or Milwaukee right now. That could change. I think Tyrese Maxey is going to break out some serious, so that could change. But Joel Embiid, he just don't seem to be in the proper weight and the proper shape to carry a team deep in the playoffs. And every year it's the same thing. I think he need to be in great shape. It don't seem like these guys work on their body physically anymore. That's why you got a lot of injuries. They don't lift weights no more. That's why they can't take the grind. So with Harden going over to the LA Clippers, I guess Westbrook will go to the bench. I'm not sure about. I know they played together in Houston. It wasn't much success, but I would imagine Westbrook will go to that bench, and I think Westbrook will go to the bench, and they let Harden do the thing. And the important thing about Harden with the most important thing about James Harden to LA is this is what they need him for. They need him to carry them through the regular season, right? They need to carry him through the regular. They need this to carry him through carry Paul George and Kawhi through the regular season. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. He need to just carry them through the regular season. That's the assignment for James Harden. He needs to carry them through the regular season. And if he's able to carry them through the regular season and let Kawhi and miss the glass, Kawhi and Paul George, they both missed the glass. Get to the playoffs and they can stay healthy through the playoffs, then James Harden can do the bare minimum in the playoffs. They don't need him to score. They just need him to facilitate and make the game easier for Kawhi and Paul George. Now, Paul Pierce was saying it ain't no fit because Paul George in today's game, they don't really need a facilitator to get, Paul George and Kawhi the ball. They can get their own shots, but James Harden can make it easier for them if James Harden chooses just to be a point guard. In a regular season, James Harden can fill it up to what pause. He can score as much as he want to score, in my opinion. In the regular season, he can do his thing. Come playoffs, it's just going to be about getting the ball to Kawhi, making the game easier for Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. That's all it's going to be about. That's all it's going to be about. So, you can say, well, in today's game, they don't need traditional point guard. Yes, they do. There'd be a lot more effective. They'd be a lot more effective, with somebody setting them up and not having to go 1-on-5 against a set defense. So that's one thing. That's one thing to kind of chew on for a minute. But in my humble opinion, I think it's Clippers think it's a good move. You get somebody that can carry you through the regular season, get to the playoffs, you minimize this role, you maximize Paul George, Terrence Mann, Kawhi Leonard role, and we see where the ball roll at. So, if this don't work for James Harden, I find he's gonna be in Tawan, playing with Dwight Howard. But hey, check out the NBA Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop video financially. Want to support the channel? Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. Hit the link tree. You can find us on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. Check out my new channel right here on YouTube, Free Game 89, FR33 Game 89. Also, check out my Detroit channel, Motor City Sports Talk. Appreciate the love, support. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Peace.